Every time I sit here as the facilitator of Satsang, I find the space really empty or fresh in a way. And as you join in, as I see the names in front of me, just sitting with your presence, in your presence, something comes up. And what seems like coming as words for you, for me, for us is, it's not about you. It's not about me. That's another way of saying it's not personal. Life is not happening for me, to me, because of me, in favor or in opposition of me. Life is simply not about me. Actually, there is no me to begin with. Life is an impersonal flux, movement, appearance, dance of impersonalness itself, which is perceived as duality, as experiencing the whole spectrum of pleasure and pain, of good and evil, of cold and hot, me and the other, friend and enemy, peace and suffering, black and white, male and female, north, south, happy, unhappy, resentment, forgiveness, all of it, all of it is within this whole spectrum of the impersonalness of the flow of life, which is not about me. I am a concept as this me. Me as Gurleen is a concept that is believed in by this body-mind mechanism, by the seeming environment that decided to call this body Gurleen, that took on a bunch of characteristics, strengths, looks, good points, bad points, flaws, perfections, and is being lived by the impersonalness of life itself. And when non-duality teachings point to who am I, or what is here, what is this I that seems to be living this life, that is looking from behind these eyes, that is an endeavor to let the concept be as it is and be able to perceive or notice or be aware of that which took on the concept of this person and seems to be identified with it and living this life as that concept, as that story, as that identity. The story seems to be what is it? that believes itself to be the story. And that it is the you beyond the story. And that you is life, the impersonal life, which is not about you as the story. The story just seems to be as it is, as it evolves, as it degrades, whatever the content of the story seems to be. Flows, is perceived, is experienced within the you that is life itself. So, what is life? You. Who are you? Life. What? There is no separation. What's the difference? The difference seemingly appears as the story is taken to be the real. When the story is real, there is suffering, there is separation, there is seeking. And to resolve this inherent sense of lack, something missing that takes on the form of seeking because something's not okay. So then this seeking takes on the project of finding what is missing and attaining it. And you, as the impersonal life, all throughout, is beyond and experiencing this seeming story of seeking and gaining and letting go and identifying all of it. There's nothing wrong with the story. We don't need to get rid of the story. Life as it is wouldn't be possible without the story. Life might look something totally different if the story wasn't as it is. So it's not about dissolving the story, it's about resolving the story as recognizing it as a story and not reality. The story in itself lacks that which you are. And hence that inherent existential sense of unworthiness or lack has to be there within the story for you as the person to be not at rest until there is a recognition of what is beyond the story. And then the story can come in alignment with the recognition, and the seeming sense of lack seemingly dissolves. So life is not about you. There is no you. And the word you that I use here is the you within the story. And when I say you are life itself, now that you is synonymous to life. The vast, unfathomable flow of life. that is aware of the speaking happening, of the listening happening, of the interpretation happening, thoughts, emotions, bodily sensations, the environment where the body might be sitting in. It is aware of all of that. And yet, it is awareness itself. It's not something. It just is. It is. It is you.